He did not deserve
All
it,
right.
bro.
So it's all a part of the game, man. So when we start off, if you guys didn't see episode 8, Crystal ended up getting kidnapped by the dirty cops, the ones that took out Famous. So these cops, they have a whole history of terrorizing Kanan and friends. Crystal was supposed to be going to Delaware to get away. The first thing we see is her in some dirty ass drawers, a dirty white beater, changed to a radiator. She got her nails done, but she's in this motherfucker. It is terrible. You know it's stinking in there. I don't know what's worse smelling, this room or the room that Famous was found in. But Crystal is in here, and we see a shadowy figure come through the door.
Mm-mm-mm.
And she got a Coogee sweater on. Like, girl, you okay? They got you in here all tied up. And this is when we start to see who Snaps and Pops really are. Everyone's been saying, hey, Brillo, hey, who are they? What did they really do? They were robbers, they got out. But what are they actually capable of? Last week we got a little bit of it just with them on the roof with the dirty cop. But then we seen this episode here. And what were you thinking? Before the unalive, what were you thinking with Pops? How did you think that this was gonna play out?
Well, once she showed her face, I knew like there's no way that they can let Crystal live. But my question was, damn, like that was a terrible peanut butter and jelly. But I guess Pop said, I'm not gonna waste my good jelly. You know what I'm saying? Because he barely put jelly on that sandwich. I'm not gonna waste my good jelly because I know what I'm about to do. But damn, Crystal, she ain't deserve that. Crystal was one of the only female characters that was solid, bro. If you think about it, like
Yeah,
she really liked Kanan. I know she tried to have Jukebox jump, but you know that was kid stuff. I don't even care about that. Like, but bro, I thought she was go cross Kanan some kind of way, man. Damn, it was bad.
yeah. The whole time I was thinking Jukebox is gonna think that Crystal did something to Kanan. Maybe she's thinking that Crystal is the one that got OC set up, and then Juke was gonna take her out. But when they were in here, and after I see her eating that, right when you said, like you said about that peanut butter and jelly, something, when I seen her eating that, I was like, oh man, something ain't right. I didn't know it was gonna be this early. I'm thinking later on in the episode we were gonna see this unaliving. But
Man,
for
hey,
them to open up like this and have it be Pops, that right there just changed the whole episode for me. Because normally they would have it. We would have probably seen like some henchman or something. Pops leave the room and someone else do it. But to have Pops do it after it seemed like she was taking care of her, that was crazy right there.
right, Crystal I didn't even see it coming. She was just thinking, damn, I need some water, or some milk, or something. This peanut butter sandwich.
Dog, yeah, that peanut was shit. She was eating that mug like she ain't never ate before. Dog, look at that's fucking wild, man. They said
Uh,
they found her in the stairwell.
Man, it it was like you say, man. Usually, I'm here for the somebody getting their water cut off, but I really didn't want her to. I wanted her to escape, man. You know what I'm saying? But once I seen Pops with the Coogee on, I'm like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah, man. This is one character. Like even when OC they got OC, it's like, oh, okay, it is what it is. But with this, is like, damn, man. If Crystal was gonna go out, it should have been by the hands of Juke. For Pops and them to do it when she really didn't know anything about this. Just like, man, he don't know who did anything to Famous. Shit.
Right? She ain't really had nothing to tell. I mean, she said she thought Rock did it. That's it, man. Damn.
Yeah, you would think with just Kanan thinking that Rock did it, that would have been good enough. Like, okay, good. He don't think that, you know what I mean? But
Well,
damn, they went ahead and blew that top off, man. Jeez Louise. R.I.P. to Crystal. Now
R.I.P.
Kanan calling around, man. Hey, have you seen Crystal?
You seen my baby? Shake man. Damn, Kanan can't catch a break, man. He going through it right now, and the community does not care.
Hey, this dude lost like $200,000, man.
He been taking so many losses, man, in the blender, dude, and then everybody just like, he dumb, he stupid. Like, bro, y'all think Kanan watching the episode? He don't know. He don't know. He don't see what we see.
You watching the episode?
They think Kanan watching the episode. How is he gonna not? He don't even know not to trust snaps and pops. They didn't help him. They helping him. He trusts them. What reason, Mo? What reason would he have not to trust snaps and pops? Because his mama said it.
They teaching him the game. They putting them on. Like they fronting them the money. So as far as snaps and pops go, he doesn't, like you said, he doesn't have any reason to go against them because they've been telling him, as far as the streets go, up until they sit down, we haven't got to that part, until they sit down and tell him that his mom did this, they haven't told Kanan any lies. It was, hey, you in the game, our money's the most important thing. If you working for us taking our money, you got to do this. Your mom, she can't help you. This is what you got to do. This is how the game is. So that's all he can go off of. When you got your mom telling you all kinds of wild stuff that you can't believe, or she's setting you up, getting your friends not, who you gonna believe?
Oh my God. I like Kendall comment. Come on, Kendall. Everybody told me be patient with all these teenage characters, but we can't be patient. You don't automatically know these things, Kendall. You gotta learn stuff. And this is how you learn, through mistakes. You're not just gonna automatically get in the game and be a veteran and know how to read people, this and that. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, even at this point, even the adults don't know what happened to Famous. Unique don't know what happened to Famous. Rock don't know what happened to Famous. Marvin, Lou, like even Marvin and Lou, well, not Marvin. Lou's willing to crash out over Famous. Juke's willing to crash out over Famous. But they don't even know who did this to Famous. The only people that do know is Snaps and Pops. So we can't say that Kanan should be able to read people because they actually looked out for him.
They just don't like Kanan, bro.
When did we start? When we stopped liking Kanan, though?
I mean, it just is what it is. He's the villain, bro, no matter what. Even though he got set up, sent to jail, he's the villain, bro.
I mean, I don't know, man. I like Kanan. I mean, he's a kid that shit don't know what the hell going on, man.
We could be patient with all these other high school kids, but Kanan got to be a veteran.
Yeah. In matter of fact, he's younger than Tariq. And
Exactly.
Tariq was like 19 years old. Kanan is 17 right now. And Tariq got taught the game by all street people. Kanan is out here learning on his own. But shit, he talking to Juke. One thing, did you notice Juke? She's always like, yeah, Kanan. Juke has turned into a pure demon. But when it comes to Kanan, she's like, yeah, be positive, Kanan. You don't know that. Come on.
Like, damn, to little bro. Like, he like, Juke, who are you kidding? Nothing works out for us. He's just trying to keep him calm. She don't want him to crash out, bro.
What up, E-Dub?
She don't want him to crash out. She's trying to keep him calm.
She's trying to keep him calm, but man, Kanan is losing it because think about it. This whole season, we're trying to figure out who got Famous. Then $200,000 comes up missing. Then OC is dead. He thought that OC was the one that robbed him when really it was Unique. And we found out that OC wasn't on drugs. He really just had allergies. So it's like, damn, OC gone, my money gone, and now Crystal's gone. Like, man, what do you want me to do, man?
Right. But nobody's going to give Kanan credit for this. But that man went to the tailor shop by himself with no gun, nothing, and straight up told Unique, yeah, I smoked your brother and I'll do it again.
No, I give him credit. I told you, he stood on business there. Hey, and how he was talking to Rock, they talking about Kanan don't know how to read people. Shit, he read Rock. He shut Rock up. She like, Kanan, I called you 100 times. He said, you didn't get the fucking message. After I ain't answer 100 times.
And everybody will say, oh, he's being so mean to his mama. Dude, he don't want to listen. Yo, he don't have to have nothing to do with this evil woman. All the stuff she did to him, nobody cares. I'm the only person in the community that cares. Dude, we're not going to go through the list of things that she did to this boy. But he's just supposed to say, it's okay, mommy. No, he don't want to have nothing to do with her.
Like, all right, even if we eliminate the D Wiz situation, because yeah, she saved her son in that instance. She put a gun in this nigga's backpack to go to school, man. If the guards wanted to, they could have shot Kanan.
Bro, what up, booby? She lied to this man about his dad for his entire life and then tried to get him to smoke his pops. That's the worst of the worst.
Yeah, pops, and then shit, man. Yeah, she been doing him wrong the whole time, man. He was down with the auntie, living a great life, about to go to school. She brought him back to the game, was like, look, Kanan, we got all these apartment complexes. Like, come on, man. Let the boy live.
Right.
But
he could have restarted right there, even after the jukebox stuff. I mean the Buck 20 stuff and the Howard stuff. He could have started over. They said he could stay down there. Kanan didn't want to come home. She drug him home.
Only to get in the game. And what did he tell her here? He told her, ain't nothing good when you in my life.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little bad for Rock when he said that. She was looking sad as hell. Your baby boy don't have nothing to do with you.
You say again?
Just leave him alone, Rock.
Hey, and then Juke didn't make it no better. She like, there ain't no winning with him. She like, shit, you need to be worrying about losing them.
That's the truth, though. You worried about winning the argument, man? Kanan about to go do something crazy.
Jalen said, Kanan's mom and uncle should have helped him find out who killed his friend. So I understand why he's mad and turning on him. It's crazy because Rock has all the connections. She could have found it. Yeah, so
facts, bro. If they cared, they could have put their ears to the street. They should have said, you know what, Kanan, we on the hunt. They would have bonded over that. If Rock would have been upset about Famous and said, you know what, I'm gonna help you find who did this, and we gonna eliminate them. Kanan would have felt, you know what I'm saying? That could have been a bridge to making that relationship better, bro. She could have used all her resources. She could have found out who did this. If Freddie's crew knows some cops did it, come on, man. With all Rock resources, she could have found this information out.
I'm gonna show you why what she just said, what Jalen just said, is very reasonable. Because we know Snaps and Pops, who they pay to get rid of Famous, Brillo?
The police. Facts.
Rock couldn't ask these motherfuckers, hey, what you know about, like, what's in your case file? What do y'all know about it? Hell, Jukebox went to Garcia to find out about Crystal. Why isn't Rock paying these cops and asking them information about, hey, what happened to Famous?
She don't care. Even if she don't care, if she should know, like, look, I get my son back. If I find out who smoked Famous, I get my son back. Simple as that.
Especially if you think if you found out that your son thinks that you did it, you need to get in contact with him. Hey, what y'all know about Famous? What you got on his case file? What, you know what I mean?
Booby, you right, but that's null and void, and we enjoying the show. Like, he ain't go to school.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's on the parent to make sure the kid goes to school. I mean, Kanan was like 15 when we first met him, but here we are.
Yeah, but like same thing with Marvin. Why they not trying to? I don't care about Famous, but they should. You know what I'm saying? Hey, K to the I to the M. Yeah, Rock is hella busy with others. She do got a lot going on. I'll give you that. She got a lot going on with her own business. Yeah. So you know what? Great point, Kim. Great point, Kim.
And then we see Purcell. Now, this is the stepfather to Crystal, who was allegedly getting his creep on, his sneak on in the middle of the night with Crystal. But Crystal was supposed to be going to Delaware to meet up with the cousins. Kanan shows up, and he's like, you Purcell? He's like, oh, you the dope boy, huh? You the one on the corner, huh? He said, well, me and Crystal ain't got no relationship if she don't talk to her mother. Now, I didn't expect this to happen in episode 9. When they showed us this in the season trailer, I was thinking this is going to happen earlier on. But do we think that anything's going to come back with Purcell?
Nah, we ain't gonna see this bozo again. And I will say this: that was the weakest beating. I had to tell my stepson, man, like there was some weak shots, bro. You were supposed to do that dude way dirtier than that. You ain't even hit him in the face, bro. You're supposed to beat the brakes off this man. You just kicked him in the stomach a couple times. Dude, whoop his ass. What's happening here?
He just roughed him up a little bit. Just roughing him up a little bit, bro.
He should have at least knocked him out.
Yeah, he stomping him out. He talking about nod your head. If you hear anything, you tell me. Like, first of all, I don't know what corner you live on, little nigga, but how the fuck am I gonna come and find you? And you think I'm about to come and find you after you done whoop my ass? Hell no. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's just at this point, he's just lost and he's just trying to whatever he can because he doesn't have any information. He doesn't have any leads. Now, I don't, unless Crystal told
him. To find out next episode, though. Soon he tell Juke what Snaps and Pop said, she gonna figure it out. If he tell her. Juke's gonna figure it out. She gonna say, because she know Rock didn't do it. And she gonna be like, why the hell is Snaps and Pop saying that? Oh, Kanan did say they be working with cops too.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna put 2 and 2 together and be like, they probably did it.
I don't know, man. Like this, to me, to be honest, when I was watching this, I think, all right, we in episode 9, Crystal's gone. We really didn't even need this. This should have been something when they first moved in together or something. You know what I mean? When she told him about that, this should have just been Kanan going to handle that situation. I don't know what we're getting out of this. Crystal's gone. Juke knows now. So, yeah, this was kind of pointless.
Yeah, I'd have rather he could have just smoked the dude.
You just doing your job and look at Kanan.
You gonna feel my Timbs. No, that was some weak. They had some weak little dialogue. The episode was fire, but they had a couple weak spots with the dialogue, Mo. The whole Dragon Slayer and you gonna feel my Timbs again. What?
Kanan's trying, man. Can't you see the boys in love? Can't you see the boys in love?
Man.
Let me see. The next time we see young Kanan is he leaves from here. See, we didn't really. Everybody's starting to have like shorter and shorter scenes.
The episode was mad short too, man. The episode was only like 40 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's like 42 or some shit like that. But yeah, so we haven't got to Unique, so we'll just pick up where Kanan is. Kanan shows up. Yo, Unique, I gotta holler at you, man.
This scene was fire, man.
Nobody gonna say it. For him, bro.
Nobody gonna say it because y'all hate Kanan, but this was tough, man. The dude drove his Benz to the Tater house with all these Jersey dudes with guns talking about, Neek, bring your ass out here. I need to holler at you. Straight up talking to Neek, and Neek got respect for him too, man. He was straight up telling him, "Nah, I don't like, I ain't partners with my mom." You know what I'm saying? And Neek being stupid and almost spilled the beans about OC, but he cleaned it up pretty well.
Yeah, everybody heard about
it. Everybody know. Kanan was I thought he was gonna pick up on it for a second, but he got finessed by Neek saying, man, all you gotta say is to Kanan is, man, it don't even gotta be about Rock, man. And then when Neek was breaking it down, it's kind of true. Like, Kanan do have a good infrastructure to be a 17-year-old, man. He got Snaps and Pops behind him. Neek don't want to be for him. He got a whole infrastructure business. And as we can see, if you're able to skim 200 grand off the top, you're making some money. You know what I'm saying? So Neek wasn't lying. Hey, Snaps and Pops know Kanan is the future. So I like the scene. Like, they finally had the conversation. And then, you know what I'm saying, when Neek was talking to the other Jersey dude, he was explaining to him like, yeah, that ain't just no regular little guy, man. He is on, you know what I'm saying, he's up and coming. He's growing up.
And it gave us the foreshadowing because remember they took out David with E-Tone. And now the trucks ain't moving or anything because they went and talked to Stefano. They were like, hey, Stefano, is there any way we can get this product to move? And he was like, I can figure out something else for it. So when Unique was telling Kanan, like, hey, man, you know, I fuck with you. You got the good business. You got the couriers and the niggas on the bikes. If we work together, I get the product. Y'all move it. We good to go. So this is I gotta play it, guys. I know y'all tired of it. But I gotta play it because I've been saying this for years. I wanted to see Unique and Kanan. I want Kanan to start getting the game from Unique, especially if he's around. I can see Raquel 2 years ago, season 2 finale. To see Unique and Kanan, I want Kanan to start getting the game from Unique, especially if he's around. I can see Raquel telling them when they were dating. I always envisioned Kanan and Unique partnering together, and we finally got there. It's been 2 years in the making, bro. I've been waiting for this moment. Unique, Kanan.
What's any reason not for working with Unique? If Unique not gonna smoke Rock, because Kanan he don't not mess with his mom, but he just don't want you to smoke her. You know what I'm saying? Because that is his mom at the end of the day. But it's no reason for Kanan not to switch sides on these dudes. Why not?
Yeah. And he told him straight up, he was like, man, you want to work with me to make my mom mad. He's like, yeah, that's an added benefit. But I ain't got no issues with you. And he even said, man, there wasn't no love with Ronnie. It is what it is. So that's what I was trying to tell people. When Unique came back, they were like, oh, man, Unique ain't in his right mind. I'm like, no, Unique is perfectly functional. Unique knows everything that's going on. He didn't know who took out his brother. So for him, it was revenge on everybody. But he got the clarification from Kanan. And since it was Kanan, he was like, well, shit. All right, well, cool. I fuck with you anyway because I know how you moving and shit. So, man, I've been saying Unique was in his right mind. They like, nah, man, he got CTE. He don't. And I'm like, nah, Unique knows everything. And when he told Rock, you're not going to do me like DEFCON and High Post, he was basically telling us that you worked them niggas over, you played them niggas, took them out, tricked them out their spots, and took their positions. That's how she elevated. Unique is in his right mind. He knows everything, and the missing piece was who took out his brother. And now he knows that. So now it's like, well, fuck it. Let's get this money.
Right.
And he's here.
Man. Finally got that scene, man. I liked it. And it was interesting. Rock don't know who to trust, man. She is having it. And the crazy thing is, man, Rock has been solid this season. She been solid. You know what I'm saying? She don't know, like, what's up with Marvin. She don't know, like, she seeing Kanan leaving Unique Taylor's spot. She's like, man, hey, this finale is setting up to be something great, man.
Yeah, we definitely gonna see how this plays out, man. I like it. I want to see how Snaps and Pops are going to do the introduction because I know they ran into each other, but I want to know how they're going to present these two to work together. You know what I mean? Unique is already putting it out there. This is what we can do, but I want to see how it all ties together.
Right.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much Kanan's story there. Let me see. Was there anything else from Kanan? Oh, when he went and talked to Snaps and Pops. That was the last thing. He went to talk to Snaps and Pops. Because, that's more of a Juke story where they sitting around. He called all the hospitals. We know what happened there. Juke says she knows somebody, but that's more of her story. But then when Kanan sits down with Snaps and Pops, this is what we were talking about. The only thing he can go off of is what Snaps and Pops have been telling them because they've been keeping it real with him up until now.
Facts.
Now they are responsible for Famous and Crystal now, and we do know that. But until this episode, we didn't know that they were tied into anything. Well, I mean, last week we knew about Famous.
Why would he
But
suspect them? Why would he
yeah,
suspect them? He don't see what
and
we see.
yeah, he don't see what we see, and they're giving him money. They're funding everything that he has going on. They're the ones introducing them to everybody. They're putting him in the game. That Quan situation, they knew about Quan because of Rock and Unique. So then Kanan was able to go and talk to Quan. Yeah, man, he ain't got no reason not to believe what they've been saying.
Facts.
Because remember when he owed them money and Rock showed up and they basically like, nah, we ain't doing business with you, Rock. We doing business with the kid. So they even like they embraced them. I mean, we didn't know what they were doing behind the scenes because obviously Famous died last season. So you know what I mean? Like we didn't know that they went that far back, but for the most part, they always been there for Kanan.
Facts.
Shit, it is what it is, man. But Kanan goes and talks to them, and they tell us that Rock is actually the one that did it. Did you see Pop's face? Look at it.
Hey man, I don't think. Look, they gonna be around for a minute, man. I don't feel like they're gonna be able to wrap this up next episode, man. This is gonna go into season 5. I don't feel like it's enough time to wrap this up.
Nah, I think they can get rid of one of the family members, probably Marvin, but then they definitely
They better. They better. I feel like Kanan is gonna know. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, I was just saying we need a villain for next season. Let's not start fresh. Let's just let them roll over because this is building up. Now we can see how devilish Snaps and Pops really are.
Facts. Plus, Kanan would need to put together a real plan to eliminate these fools, man.
Oh yeah, because one thing about them, they never lacking. Even when he was talking to them out in the park, they had like 5 security guards around them.
Hell yeah, with heat.
Yeah, they don't play around, and they don't be out like that. They stay within the restaurant. They always got they front and back covered.
Facts. But to be honest with you, man, I don't see them smoking Marvin either, man.
Nah, I think Marvin is in season 5, but I don't. I'm trying to think who would be a major death because I mean we know Juke ain't going out. Lou ain't really got into it with anybody. I mean he does pull up with Rock at the end of the episode, but yeah, I don't know who they would get rid of. It don't look like we're gonna have a real major.
Yeah. Neek's wife probably gonna get smoked.
Yeah, but we keep forgetting though. We got one more season, but this is gonna roll into Origin, so it could be, you know what I mean. So they could stretch it out and then have it like overlap a little bit. And even if they had like one episode into Origins or something and then got rid of them,
Stefano could get smoked too.
Yeah, or the feds, because Rock got that get out of jail. I don't think they would bring that up for no reason.